It feels like for so many folks in IT, trying to climb that career ladder is less of a climb and more like slogging through molasses with a blindfold on. They're just desperate for that one secret sauce, that magic bullet to really kick things into high gear.
Oh, tell me about it. It's the universal IT anthem, right? Everyone's looking for that clear, undeniable step, that golden ticket to the better gigs, the significantly fatter paychecks. We're talking that sweet six-figure club, maybe even breaking past it.
So, for all those IT pros out there hustling to make their mark, what's the real deal? What kind of superpower advantages does something like the Cisco CCNP NRC actually bring to the table in this ridiculously competitive world we live in?
Concrete and immediate? My friend, we're talking about a game changer. Imagine a salary bump of 20 to 25% on average. That's real money. We've seen CCNP salaries soaring up to 144-0, with the absolute rock stars pulling in north of 170-0. It's basically a giant neon sign to employers saying, hire this person, they know their stuff.
But beyond just seeing a shiny number on a resume, how does this cert actually feel in the trenches? How does it translate into that sweet job security or that fatter paycheck when you're deep in the daily grind of an IT role?
It's all about street cred, my friend. It's a giant stamp of approval that screams, I don't just think I know advanced routing and services, I do. That doesn't just make you a magnet for new opportunities. It gives you serious leverage where you are right now. Suddenly, you're not just a guy, you're the guy, the one everyone runs to when things go sideways.
Okay, so we've got the why locked down, and it's a pretty compelling why. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the what. Specifically, what in the world does this NRC 300-410 exam actually throw at you?
Picture this. You're walking into a challenge designed to definitively prove you're a networking wizard. That's the NRC 300-410 exam. It's a comprehensive 90-minute gauntlet testing your absolute mastery of complex network infrastructures. We're talking around 61 questions, diving deep into Layer 3 technologies, VPNs, and all the juicy bits of infrastructure security.
Knowing what's on the exam is one thing, but actually nailing it, that's where the real magic, or maybe the real pain, happens. How does someone effectively prep for something this rigorous and actually guarantee they pass? This is where having the right resources becomes the absolute game changer.
Oh, that's the real million-dollar question, isn't it? Because, let's be honest, the old-school method of just burying your head in a mountain of dense textbooks and then, hoping for the best? That's not just inefficient, it's a recipe for an anxiety attack and probably a serious case of eye strain.
So, considering all those glorious hurdles, what kind of support, what kind of resources are genuinely non-negotiable if a candidate wants to feel truly confident and actually snag that guaranteed pass?
You need something slick, something all-encompassing, a package that basically rips out all the guesswork and replaces it with pure, unadulterated confidence. And honestly, that's exactly where a service like SPOTO steps onto the stage. These guys have been in the business of getting people passed since 2003, laser-focused on giving you exactly what you need to crush it on your very first attempt.
Okay, so they're throwing around phrases like 100% pass guaranteed and real, valid, and updated dumps. That's a pretty bold claim. How do they actually ensure these materials and all that support genuinely translate into someone walking out of that exam room with a big fat pass?
It's all about their secret sauce, lightning speed, and pinpoint accuracy. They're basically like the ninjas of exam prep, constantly monitoring the real exam question pools, updating their materials like it's their full-time job. That means when you sit down for the actual test, you're seeing the same or incredibly similar questions. Plus, they even hook you up with remote server access so you can practice in a legit simulated exam environment with expert tutors ready to jump in if you hit a snag.
Wow, so we've really peeled back the layers on the immense value of this certification and how having that dedicated expert support can literally pave your way to success. Now, let's zoom out a bit and think about the bigger picture. What does an achievement like this truly mean for an IT professional's long-term career trajectory?
It's not just a certificate. It's a fundamental, non-negotiable investment in your entire professional future. In an industry that's basically running on caffeine and constant change, having this kind of validated, up-to-the-minute skill set doesn't just keep you relevant, it rockets you right to the front of the pack. And with a powerhouse like SPOTO in your corner, that guaranteed pass on the CCNP NRC isn't just a win, it's a direct, undeniable launchpad for some serious career advancement.